Hey guys, Respawn here, and thanks for tuning into this Valorant Academy video. Today we're going to be going over one of Valorant's staple agents, Cypher. Don't agree? Well, in this video we're going to go over Cypher's basics and see how the intel that this agent can provide his team can be the difference between a round won and a round lost. So let's get right into it. Cypher's agent class in Valorant is a Sentinel. The description says that they're expert defensive players, but think of him more as a strong reactionary character, meaning he specializes in obtaining passive info, allowing you to react to any movement. And first ability we'll be going over is Cypher's Cyber Cage. The cage blocks line of sight like other agents Smoke, but unlike Smoke, will slow an enemy who is inside of it. It's important to note that although enemies are slowed within the cage, this does not apply to your character. The cage can be planted at any time during the round and triggered on command by looking in the direction of the trap and pressing F. The trap can also be triggered by viewing from Cypher's Spycam. This is extremely useful in choke points to, again, eliminate line of sight, but also slow an enemy's push, allowing you to provide information to your team and allowing them extra seconds to rotate to the enemy's position. Next, we're going to go over Cypher's Spycam. There isn't much to be said about its basics that can't be read in the description. I'll be going over placement of the Spycam in an advanced video. Now, having said that, because the cam is reusable on a cooldown, I found that it's best to set up during the buy phase in an area that you plan to cover that would be too exposed for you to cover with your character. The intel the Spycam can obtain can be imperative to disseminating information to your team about the enemy's location. I'll push him with you after.
Yeah. I'm just here to listen for years.
Yeah, one's long. Too long.
No more charges left.
Too long. I got two. In this clip, I know my teammate is covering my flank in B garage at the beginning of the round, and I have set my cam to view B long. After Sova came into view, I could tell that he was about to take out the cam, so before losing the ability to provide further information, I used my cam's dart to tag Sova. After tagging an enemy, they will be seen by your entire team until he removes the dart by holding F. This will not only allow me to view where he is, but will also delay his push, being that you have to remove the dart. You see long.
Yeah, no one's at A.
The enemy Viper threw her toxic screen, letting me know that she's still in the area, and the game's audio cues lets me know that she's inside B cubby. Using this information and knowing that Sova has already retreated, I was able to execute a counter.
Foolish.
And guys, this is just one defensive example on how important the Spycam is and how useful it can be when making a tactical decision. Next, we're going to go over Cypher's Trapwire. There's so much to be said about the placement of this ability, and a whole video can be made about the best choke points for this to be used. But for the sake of time, and this being an intro video, we're going to be going over, well, the basics. There's been a lot of discussion by Cypher mains about specific placement of the ability on a choke point. I've seen video and read opinions that placing the trapwire close to the ground is the best placement because it's inconspicuous. The problem with this is the enemy gets closer to the wire, an audio cue is given if he's moving slow enough. And because many Cypher players are placing their wires low, many players have begun jumping through doorways like this one that you see on B main on Haven. Now conversely, putting the wire too high also allows the enemy to move under the wire by crouching, so keep this in mind as well. Try to find the sweet spot wherever you decide to put your trap. Height of the wire isn't the only thing to take into consideration. The depth of the wire in an opening is also something to keep in mind. Putting the wire too far to the outside of an opening of where you expect the enemy to come from can allow them to know where the wire is by its audio cue. Sometimes the difference of what seems to be only a few inches can make the difference. In this example, many players slow walk this opening to check for peaks inside B main. Placing the wire on the inside of the opening doesn't provide the audio cue alerting the player that the trap is set. The last thing to go over with the trap wire is its passive alert. When an enemy destroys the wire, Cypher is alerted, letting you know that someone is in the area of the wire, allowing you to react. The last ability I'll be going over in this basic video is Cypher's ult, called Neural Theft. When the ult is charged, whether it be through kills, deaths, or orbs collected, Cypher can use Neural Theft on a downed enemy.
Found you.
So the guy behind you guys.
Behind you, Viper.
What's important to note is that the ult can only be used within 18 seconds of the enemy's elimination. This is indicated by the uplink bar above the downed enemy's body. When the ult is used, it pings the position of all living enemies in their exact position of when the uplink finished. It also indicates where each specific agent is located. It's important to consider who is still standing and where each agent is so that you can calculate where your team wants to take the fight. Well, that's going to do it for this basic Cypher video. As I said, I will be doing an advanced Cypher video in the near future. Guys, if you found this video to be helpful, please do hit that like button. And if you want to keep up with more of my content, please do hit that sub button. Guys, as always, stay safe and I will see you on the next one.